Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of What's the Deal with Adam and Neil. I'm Adam.
I'm Neil.
We got a great show for you this morning. It's the end of the week, and there's a lot to cover, so we're going to just jump right into it here. It's Friday morning, and
Friday.
I know, Friday, fun day. I love Friday.
It's a good day.
It's like so relaxing. You're able to just...
It's way better than Thursday.
The weekend's coming, yeah. I will say, the last few weeks, it's felt like Friday has been no different than Monday. Today's Friday for me actually does feel like a weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like,
how's
I think because I'm trying to treat my life with a little more routine, as if we were back to normal a little bit. And so, with it being Friday, what do I normally do? I normally make that my day of rest, because Sundays we're having church. So that's typically what my Friday is sort of like what for a lot of our church family their Sunday may be like.
Yeah.
And so, just trying to take the time to sit before the Lord. So I've been doing that on Fridays. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it feels like a weekend.
Yeah. That's great.
Does it feel like a weekend to you?
Yes. Yeah. Fridays are...
You don't seem very convinced.
Well, it's like, it's that weird feeling of like, it is Friday, but it doesn't feel like Friday for me.
It's like a dream. It's like, I know it's Friday on paper, but it just feels like Wednesday or something.
Yeah, right. So, but I'm probably going to go fishing or something today. So I haven't decided yet. I got to get home, and Bree works on Fridays. So for me, I talked about this last week. It's always, Fridays are fun days for me to be able to like go do something outside without the consequences of feeling like I'm leaving Bree alone. Yeah. Because she has to work. So I'll probably go do something. Who knows?
You could always come over to my house. I'm going to work on our riding lawnmower. Try to get that thing to work.
Nice.
Yeah.
I probably won't do that.
Are you mechanically inclined?
Not at all.
It doesn't start. And so I almost don't even want to bring this up because I know there's going to be all these comments, things to try, things to do.
Try the solenoid.
It purely might just be jump the battery.
Yeah,
to work.
That's fair. That happened to my tractor this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was driving, and there's like an automatic cutoff that happens if you like get up out of your seat and it's in drive. So that happened, and then it wouldn't come back on.
Interesting.
And I was like getting frustrated, and finally got it hooked up to a truck, got it jumped, and but then it wouldn't start again, even being hooked up to the truck. And so I cleaned all the hookups really well, the battery, everything, and it still wouldn't work. So I had a buddy come over who is more inclined with mechanics than myself, and he came over, and it just started. And it has started ever since.
Dude, okay. Well, is there any more to that?
That's it.
Okay, so that is the same level of, it's not really embarrassing because it's not like, you're not an idiot.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you're like, oh, really? That's so classic.
Right.
So that happened to me with Jason like a year ago when our little MacBook Air wasn't working. I couldn't get to work for the weirdest reason, and it had been working, and then it wasn't starting. So I bring it into him. Hey, can you look? And after like letting it sit for about 60 days, finally mustered up this. I'll just ask him. Just ask him. It's not a big deal. I try not to annoy him because so many others ask him about computer stuff. And I tried it, and then he hits the power button, and it turns. Like you just need to kind of hit the button a little better.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. I mean, maybe I've just been like slapping at it and wondering why it's not working. But,
my gosh.
Yeah. And then from that point on, it worked.
Funny.
Now I had tried all these things of like resetting. Different things in the motherboard. And then
That's
he just
funny.
hits the power button.
It's like someone who's really good at something just has that touch that they don't even have to do anything. They just have to be there.
What do you have the Midas touch with something?
I would probably say fishing. Yeah. Like I would even take hunting out of it. I feel like I can hunt, but with fishing I just have that touch where it's like, I don't know. I rarely don't catch fish. Yeah. And a lot of it's just knowledge. I mean, I've studied it for hours more than most people that just casually fish. But yeah, that's probably mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is probably and I don't mean this in a pompous way. I mean this as
Jesus.
in like, more like theology.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I'm not like the greatest theologian or academic in that world. There's so many who, they live and breathe it. Their stuff is fantastic. I'm always learning from them.
Yeah.
But there's this, consistently at the church, somebody will ask a question. It's a real like stumper. And with theology and questions, I'm always the first to say, I'm not sure. Let's go check that out. But there has been a consistent pattern, probably for a couple of years now, where somebody was like, I've just been looking, maybe even more so at home in Lynn will say, like, I was looking at this. This seems irreconcilable. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, probably just this. I mean, I'm not sure. We need to check that out. But this is my initial thought there. And then we'll look into it. And that is what a lot of scholars have said. And I think, and again, that's not because of being brainy with Scripture. That's because in all fields, when you're in it, you start to see similar patterns and you kind of know. So just like with the tractors and stuff, if you're thinking that way, you're able to, you just know how it's all supposed to work. So you're like, well, yeah, this is the way this works out. And I look at a mechanic and think, whoa. How did you conclude that?
Right.
You just heard the little sound, and it's very similar. It's like, well, if you understand Scripture with, not in all areas by any means, but if you understand certain basic, what's the best word for this? Like patterns.
Yeah.
So you read the text, and you understand who the audience is. You understand, who the speaker is or what the context is. That alone gives you 50% of what you're working with.
Sure.
When it's like, why are they being called to do this or that? This doesn't make sense. That seems like against God's character. And it's like, oh, it's the Babylonians. They were being, they were doing their thing.
And it makes sense, like times when Scripture's taken out of context for stuff like that. Like it's pretty easy to recognize based on who's writing and who they're writing to and why they're writing. That it just really helps to identify like this is why this is taken out of context, or why it's in the right context.
Yeah. Why did Jesus make a whip and clean out the temple? That just doesn't make any sense. Well, who was in the temple? Who's in the temple? What's he doing? Oh, this is the question all week.
Oh, you finally thought of it?
I keep forgetting. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Dude, what? Okay, but here's the setup for it.
All right, there's a caveat.
Just so you know where I'm coming from, so you're not thinking, that seems really outlandish.
For reference, if you watched Wednesday's show, Adam had a question, but could not think of it.
Yeah, and I think Tuesday.
Oh, yeah,
like all week.
Right. Yeah.
Because Monday, Matt was here. Yeah. With that dumb conspiracy theory.
So you remember.
So,
The dumb conspiracy.
He's my brother, for those who don't know. I could say that.
Did you forget?
No, I remember. So here's the context. Whenever I return from a mission trip, I'm always excited to come home and like eat a meal that's just really enjoyable. That I have probably not been able to. Now, I will say, when we've gone on these mission trips, especially with Legacy, and when I go other places too, you tend to eat pretty good, depending on where it is.
Sure.
At least some point in the trip. In our case with Colombia last in February, we ate at that
the crepe place.
The crepe place.
So
Twice
good.
we ate there.
Oh my goodness.
Place, what's it called? Crepes and Waffles?
Crepes and Waffles. Yeah. So good.
This chain in Colombia, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Why this doesn't exist up here, I don't know.
I would eat there all the time.
So really good. And even if you're not eating there, and that's at a restaurant, there's still really good tacos and stuff.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
When I think about my trips, maybe in Nepal, where we did hiking and we ate dalbat all week. I think that's what it's called. When we were in China, we couldn't read the menus. We were just picking stuff.
Yeah.
And we were in the middle of the mountains. We were excited to come home and just eat McDonald's or something.
Sure.
So something like that. So here's the question.
Okay.
After Jesus ascended to heaven, what was his first meal in heaven?
After he ascended to heaven, what was his first meal?
Now this is assuming there's food.
Okay, so this is taking the logistics out.
This is taking the theology of we don't eat in heaven out. Although there is a tree that changes fruit in the new kingdom. There's a lot of uncertainty with, or I should say the new earth. But there's a lot of uncertainty with what's actually happening in heaven outside of worship.
Right.
We know that.
We know.
But with all the physical elements of this earth, like we're not sure like what is maybe in heaven, and then even what transfers over to the new earth outside of some conjecture and other things. But let's assume he gets like this meal. What's he eat? Now, you gotta remember, Jesus is he's God, so he knows what's gonna be in the future. So take
he knows
out
McDonald's.
He does. Now let's take out like future food, like some alienish food that people may eat in 500 years
freeze-dried,
that we don't know about, right? Because that's just ridiculous. Like
that's a good question.
Like unicorn meat or something.
Right.
Not that.
Yeah.
So
good,
using like what is normally food for the last thousands and thousands of years of human history, what is his meal? Taking apart like some sort of heavenly Krispy Kreme that we don't know exists.
And
they're having
like
fun with
the ratatouille of heaven.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. This is like, I'll just say the first thing that just pops into my head. So you see when Jesus was here, he did the whole thing where he turned, he multiplied the fish and the bread, right? So we can assume Jesus enjoys the taste of fish. Maybe it was just necessary because it was there, but we can assume he has some sort of taste for fish.
Sure.
So I would take fish. I would take something that is just prime, like undeniable deliciousness today, which would be a taco. And I would put those together. I'm just talking.
Hey, no, I mean, this is legitimate.
So it would be a fish taco platter with hush puppies with honey butter, the small hush puppies with honey butter, and a side of mac and cheese.
All right.
No doubt.
I like that. So that's fun. I like that answer.
Yeah.
I'd be curious what the rest of you might think.
Yeah.
Like setting aside, like we don't know if the Son of God's eating food in heaven.
Right.
But if he is, even if it's not for our, like on earth we need sustenance.
Right.
Maybe they're eating just to eat for fun.
Exactly.
Because food tastes good.
It tastes good.
Assuming like that is a thing.
Yeah.
Kind of hypothetically, because it's fun to think about. Yeah. What's he?
WWJE.
It's one of those things that if he were to introduce fish tacos, like, so he knows these things exist, right?
Yeah.
And on Earth, he's got to just tolerate this little fish. He can't put it in like a pita bread and roll it up and put a bunch of hush puppies on the side and mac and cheese and like, what are those cheesy noodles? He can't do that because then it messes with like human history and the butterfly effect and all that kind of stuff. He would, people would be like, this is not only a miracle worker, but he's a miracle chef. Like,
what if during that time he, gave out the fish and the loaves, and then he like ducked behind like a palm tree and pulled a Whopper out of his pocket and started eating it?
Man, that's funny. I don't know if he did. It is probably likely he did not, because there's an element of defying his mission, and also like yielding certain elements, and he's a man, right?
Yeah.
Like so, but when you read his last, and I was reading this just a couple weeks ago, the week before his crucifixion and then resurrection.
Oh, okay.
That's where he curses the fig tree.
Yeah.
Like you kind of, and then he also goes into the temple and clears that out again. You start to read it, and you almost see this side of Jesus that's it's kind of the side that I like. Now I love healing Jesus for
sure.
And I love
Can't deny that.
The instruction that he gives.
Sure.
But like to see certain elements where he doesn't, it's not that he loses his cool. He doesn't lose his temper. He's not sinning by any means.
Yeah.
But he's like, there's some more there going on, like in the theology, even of how he, just his interaction with the fallen world and stuff like that. But to see his reactions there, it's like, man, I like this guy.
It's like, guys, come on.
Yeah, come on. This is dumb fig tree. This is not working for us. That thing, like, will be cursed. And then it's like, I think it was immediately the thing shriveled up. It wasn't even the next day. Yeah. Imagine watching this, all of a sudden we're like, whoa, this guy's got power over it. Like, there's a lot going on in that story. But I look at it and just think, yeah, man, because he knows. He knows there's better options out there.
That's true. That is true.
So yeah, what if he sneaks a Whopper? That's so funny. I was thinking more like a zebra steak or something. Like, I don't know if zebra tastes good, but I'd imagine it's got to be decent. They're running all the time.
There is this place in Kenya where you can eat zebra.
I wonder if it's good.
I don't know. We can go and try.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, stuff like that. Just wondering what did he eat? You know. When he got back home, and I've often thought, like, all right, so here it sounds like let's rewind 33 something years. He's in heaven. This is so interesting to me too. I'm so intrigued to find out what this process was like, or how this played out. But he's in heaven, and he's like, all right, it's time for you. And the Father said, all right, we're gonna time to redeem history here, and. He's like, oh man, in 2,000 years, they're going to have like a lot better food in France. But I'll do it. Let's go do it now. All right. All right. Because think.
Now's the time.
Think, now I'm not trying to be, I'm always careful. Like, this is awesome, like what Christ did, what he did to serve us. But there's that element where he's in heaven. Things are amazing. He lays down all the rights and privileges of like certain elements of the heavenly realm to be born on this fallen world. I mean, that's a whole nother. So, well, one of the things that goes untalked about is how, let's just assume there's like a royal feast in heaven, heavenly, like the best stuff, and then he gets sent to earth in the desert and has to like tolerate the food. Not only, I'm not even saying American food is better, because that's not necessarily true. It just depends on what you're used to and stuff.
Sure.
But like earthly food, or earthly everything else, and he has to just like submit to that.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot wait to get back to heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That is profound.
Yeah. So I wonder what he ate up there. Maybe
that was a good question.
It might be one of my first questions to Jesus. Yeah.
What is your favorite meal?
Or like we get there, right? And we're like, wait a second. You guys have been like enjoying this stuff, and we were tolerating earthly food in this way. Like, come on, man.
Jesus is like, try this Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, try this heavenly Tootsie Roll. Like, what? Why didn't you like write down these ingredients on a rock and let somebody find them? Like that person would have become a billionaire. Like, yeah, but help us out, man.
Yeah.
With a little bit of statement of like, you know, a couple random statistics and things that we can bet on at Vegas for the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should transition into a new segment that we're gonna call the meme off.
All right, meme off. If you're unfamiliar with what a meme is, Google search it.
Yeah, you'll see one in a minute. It's a little animal about this big.
And you have to go hunt for it.
So here's what I think we should do. So we each have a handful of memes.
Yes.
We'll show one of ours, then we'll show the other. We'll go back and forth. The most chuckles that the other person has. So every time you chuckle at my meme, that is 1 point for me.
That's a point for you, yeah.
And
I like this.
And then whoever has the most points at the end will win.
Okay.
All right.
I will say, I laugh really easily at memes. So I just enjoy them. I think I'm starting to just enjoy anything that's funny.
Yeah.
So you just gotta roll with the punches. If it's funny, let it laugh, because life is too short to be too snobby about dumb jokes.
You just gotta laugh.
And I also, slight caveat here, I didn't know we were doing this till I got here, and so
me either.
I just but you seemed more prepared. I just browsed a bunch of old pictures, and then I also found a couple on Pinterest.
I just did a quick Google search, and
did you? Oh, I should use Google. I used Pinterest, and they're not very funny.
Yeah.
So I will say that I think I'm funnier than what I'm going to present.
Okay.
Just because I'm presenting doesn't mean that I gave the heartiest laugh to it.
Sure.
I just worked with what I had.
Yeah.
Which is very apocalyptic right now.
That's true.
You know, it's apocalyptic meme off. You know.
Yeah.
You're working with what you got.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just laugh. So little meme off.
Yep, I did the same
I
thing.
wonder where
Quick
the word
Google
meme
search.
came from. What a dumb word.
It's M-E, so it probably came
Mimi.
from this is a Mimi, like this is mine, like I own it.
I don't know. Some guy out there, or lady, was like, let's call these a meme, and it actually stuck. What if you were the meme guy, and like, nobody knows this?
His name was Francis Meme.
I'm the guy that created the memes.
That was his name, and he decided, I'm gonna put words on this picture, and it's gonna be called a meme.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, let's start.
All right.
So this is mine. This is for you.
All right.
Me trying to earn a righteous standing before God by my own works and good deeds.
Oh, and it's Kevin on The Office.
Yeah, the classic. You didn't
He
chuckle.
falls.
Yeah. So you've seen this meme though,
It's
right?
a good.
For things.
It's a funny meme. It didn't strike the chuckle.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a level of chuckle that needs to come.
True.
But that is classic fun.
It is, and it's actually it's a theology meme.
Yeah.
So those are rarely funny. This is more of a profound response. Oh yes.
True.
Kevin on The Office, dropping chili all over.
That is funny.
All right. So what do you got?
All right, next. When the preacher calls out exactly what you're going through,
Yeah.
and it's the baby's face
That's
crying.
that is what my kids tend to look like.
This is you.
Yes, it is.
Like he calls you out.
I
all right,
see it.
no laugh.
I didn't really
No
laugh.
laugh. Okay.
But
It's
know,
all right.
It's not because I didn't like it.
That was my least funny one.
Oh,
so
that's good. Which I will say, I don't even know the order for these things. So there's a chance that some might be funnier than others. It's not like we're building
yeah,
up.
right. It's just whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're even right now.
Okay.
All right. What do you have? Okay.
Oh, it's not really a meme. I just thought this was funny.
Oh. Okay. I didn't read it yet. That was a laughing.
I know.
Okay.
So the
All right.
most Shawshank Redemption story you'll hear today. My younger son tries to sneak sugar packets out of restaurants and then eat them in the car. We've taken to checking his pockets. So he stuffed 5 of them in a hollowed out breadstick.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'll give you a
So I don't really know
chuckle
that as
for
a
that
meme. I just saw that when I was searching for some right now. And I was like, man,
That's funny.
I've never heard of something like that. This kid's shoving sugar packets in a breadstick.
That's real. It doesn't matter what you shove in a breadstick. It's just funny that that's the answer for the kid.
Yeah, I gotta get this out. I mean, like,
Oh man.
how addicted are you to sugar? You gotta.
That is funny.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you got 1 point.
I'll take a point. All right.
All right, next.
Ooh, I like this picture on things. If Eve doomed the human race for an apple, what would she do for a Klondike bar? Snap. I'll give you a half chuckle. I chuckled inside. I really did. I was like, that's pretty
That
witty.
one, okay, that wasn't that funny.
I like the raptor one, though.
I needed a last
I used
meme.
to use that a lot. That was one of the first
Yeah.
memes, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Because that's up there with the little kid that has like the fist.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
take you down, whatever that look is.
All right, next. Oh my gosh, that's just freaky.
Okay, so the person wrote, this sounds sad, but you gotta stay with the whole thing. This dog saved his family in a fire, and for every share on Facebook, we'll donate $1 to get the dog's face fixed.
What?
Well, come to find, that's just a piece of ham on
There's
his face,
ham.
Grandma.
That is, I'm too freaked out to laugh because it looks creepy.
I know, it's actually really sad because that could happen to dogs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I'm like, that
But
part's
it's
not
funny because it's ham.
It's ham, right? So, but whoever posted it, like the grandma that posted it, is
Yeah.
like really concerned here. And
That's
the kid's
funny.
like, Grandma, that's just ham on his
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
All right, good one.
All right.
All right.
Ooh, I like these kind. Me trying to find where the Bible says, like and share, and God will bless you. Yes. That's a good
Because
one.
you know the thing, everyone always says like and share this, and you will be blessed.
I have. So I don't know if we can do it for this episode.
Yeah.
I'll say this. My
Okay.
family, on our family texting, we started sending made up memes.
Nice.
Just like this, where it says
Nice.
like, no, whatever the phrase might be, like, you're too ashamed of your faith to share this, and like,
That's so
and it's
funny.
like a bunch of Bible things. So we started doing it with our own pictures, and it was like,
Nice.
the church is closed, and nobody likes likes me and won't share this. And it's like pictures of me preaching and pictures of like, because a bunch of our family has a bunch of preachers. So we're all sending our own pictures and like doing silly things. They're funnier than even what I just described.
Yeah.
I kind of want to share them, but I think we'll wait. Maybe I'll wait till next week for it.
Oh, nice. Cool.
All right.
So still just 1 point for
Oh, yeah. Gordon Ramsay. Do you think I have talent? And it says Gordon Ramsay blocked. Like on Twitter, he has blocked the user. Yeah, how Twitter works.
I don't know
you can
Twitter.
send you can message to people.
Yeah.
And if they don't basically like you, usually if you're trolling them, they'll block you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that would have been funny if I had a Twitter.
Yeah, if you understood.
But I understand Gordon Ramsay.
So it's a hot dog with toothpaste on it. And the person was like, Gordon Ramsay, do I have talent? I thought that was funny.
The person, okay.
The person sends this off to Gordon Ramsay.
And then Gordon Ramsay block.
Yeah, so I feel like even if you laugh now, it doesn't work. Like, if you have to explain a meme, it cancels out any laugh. But, Gordon Ramsay, do you think I have talent? And then he doesn't even
delete or block.
He just...
Okay, it's funny. And I think if I had a Twitter, I would have understood it sooner.
Yeah.
And then I would have laughed harder.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Good one.
I actually pulled that off of Pinterest, so it's not like I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Right. So...
All right. Is there another one?
That one's too funny. All right, next. Who said pastoring a church is stressful? I'm 42. It's really great. Yeah.
Gotta chuckle.
That's great. That's a good one.
Because you know the feeling.
It's pretty classic. Yeah.
I knew that one would get you.
Yeah. I know. It's actually funny you say that because I'm 33. I'm like, yeah, man, this is doing great. And then I see these pictures of me, like I just showed you that one, and like me baptizing when I was at the point, and I was 26 or something, 27. I look way different. Yeah. And it's like, wow, church and parenting and school really took you.
Yeah.
It probably made me look more like I'm 38.
That's funny.
I have all these. Not that I necessarily do. It's just I aged quickly in the last 5 or 6 years.
I have all these gray hairs on the side of my head, and I always tell Bree that I never had them before I got married. But at the same time, I also got my first. I was starting out in ministry right when I first got, right before I got married. So it's hard to tell which one caused the grays, but. Yeah. I always joke about it with Bree.
It's like when I go to the doctor, I'm like, I don't know, this thing's not really working. Like, it's like, I'm feeling like pain, like you're getting old. Oh, okay, well, here's my money.
Yeah, here's my money for you diagnosing me.
Thank you. Well, I already thought that. Yeah. I just was assuming something was wrong. All right, what's next?
Next one. Ooh. I see stink bugs. That's funny.
I got a little laugh there. Yeah.
That's funny.
So at night, I'm laying in the room and I might be on my phone. It's the only light, and all of a sudden something hits me in the face, and it's a stink bug. I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
They're everywhere right now.
They are.
It's like, have you ever been around during a ladybug infestation?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a bad one last year, if I remember right.
There might have been. I don't remember. Yeah.
A year or two ago, maybe.
Between I would take ladybugs over stink bugs, but whenever there's an infestation of something like that, it's the worst.
It is. I hate those things.
Yeah. All right.
When someone next to you says, take all the time you need, Pastor. I'm laughing.
That was so funny because you're the pastor.
Yeah. Yours are all like pastor related. Mine are just ridiculous.
I know.
I didn't know we were on a pastor theme. Yeah.
That one cracks me up. Oh man. Take all the time. Okay.
Stanley's expressions are funny. Actually, I think just this week, there was a pretzel day. Remember the office, they do pretzel day? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's actually a day of the whatever, but I thought it was like April. If it was, it'd be like April 24th is pretzel day. Mm-hmm. And this guy, I forget his name, Leslie something is his real name.
His real name.
He posted a picture of him holding this giant pretzel. And he was like, happy pretzel day, everyone.
That's funny.
Like at his house. And that was great.
Oh man.
That's funny. He's got good expressions on that show.
Yeah, classic.
What else?
All right.
Oh, I like this one. You could go outside whenever you wanted. Stand 3, sometimes 2 feet close next to the nearest person. You didn't even think about it. Sports were on every day. Every day?
Every day.
Every single day.
I chuckled. Dang it.
You did.
It was the second every day.
Yeah.
When the kids were asking. Every day?
Every day.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah. I don't know how much coronavirus will affect large gatherings and sports every day, like 5 years from now and stuff. But if this is something we reference or say, wouldn't that be something? And I'm like, we tell our kids, like, yeah, we played sports every day. Every day?
Every day.
Every single day.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have one more, maybe.
We're like still going. Oh, this one I posted.
Oh, that's
for you.
yours. Okay.
This is a screenshot from my bank account with the stimulus check.
Stimulus check. Purchase exotic pets because of Tiger King.
Yep, and then Walmart, the bulk discount meat.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, so this has been going around. People posting that.
That's funny.
And yeah, I thought that was
Yep. Anyone who knows of Tiger King will
funny
chuckle
little
at that
nod
one.
to that documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which. Yeah.
Watch with discretion.
Yeah. Cool. Was that it? Was that all we had?
That's it. Yep.
All right. Cool, man. All right. So
I'll tell you what. I can look at memes for hours.
Yeah.
Because they're just fun.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I think you had one extra meme than me.
I did, but you didn't laugh at it.
I think I did. That last one I just chuckled
you did?
at.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then we shouldn't count that.
So I think we tied.
It actually was pretty close.
Yeah.
We needed a little scorekeeper thing.
I know.
Yeah, we didn't think about that.
That's true.
You gotta make this more official if it's
think
gonna be
we
a
tied.
competition. Otherwise, it's classic, like millennial thing where it's like nobody wins.
Or everybody wins.
Everybody wins. We both won.
We both get a trophy.
Okay. Well, don't we both feel special?
Right.
Yeah.
We're all winners here, guys.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that there is a real winner.
Yeah.
And we'll tie break next week.
Guess we'll get like a real little scorekeeper.
Yeah.
And I'll be prepared this time. I will find the ones
Me
that
too.
I like at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Wake Lynn up to say, "You've got to see this.
This is
This
so
meme
funny.
is too funny."
Yeah.
She would cut me if I
Yeah.
did that. Actually, I texted to her, so she says it the next day when she
Yeah.
makes it. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll both come prepared next time.
Yeah.
For the meme off.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Friday fun day.
Friday.
I guess that's everything.
Yeah. Go eat some fish tacos and hush puppies.
Like Jesus did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Have
Thanks
a
for
great
joining.
weekend, everyone.
See you Sunday.
Sunday, 10 a.m.